my name's Ellie Suri. I'm from Reveal Media. I am the head of UK sales for health, education and retail. I've worked for Reveal for 11 years. Today I'm just going to give you a little bit of an insight into Reveal as an organisation, who we are and what we've done, but also why body worn video, and then why us. So Reveal as a company, we are 18 years old. We've specialised in body worn video for the last 14 years. So that's all we do, body worn video day in and day out. Today we service 30 of the 43 police forces in England and Wales, and the leading supplier within the NHS. We also work with about 20 other industries throughout the UK and globally in over 25 countries. Some significant projects for us outside of the UK would be the Hong Kong Police, New York Department of Corrections, the New Zealand Prison Service, the Singapore Police. So we do have quite a wide grasp. My team specifically, we look after the health, education and retail sectors. These are sectors that are growing quite significantly in the UK, and my team, more so than some of the other teams within our organisation, we focus around colleague and staff safety rather than the main focus of body worn video being specifically evidence gathering and gathering better evidence, whereas that's what the police used to use body worn video for in the beginning. We are now just in the last 14 years, we've delivered 9 generations of body worn cameras. Back to when I first started, we delivered our first body worn camera. You can imagine they've progressed quite considerably. We'll release our 9th gen camera this month. The need for body worn video has evolved, as I've mentioned previously. The technology is enhanced quite significantly. One of our most recent additions in the safety space was the Kala body worn video camera. Now, we identified a number of years ago that there was a requirement for a body camera in the space such as retail, health and education, where body worn video could potentially make a massive difference. But we felt that the product wasn't the exact right fit for that space. So we worked quite closely with a couple of NHS organisations to deliver the Kala body camera, which is this camera that you see now. You can see it's quite significantly different from a police style body camera, just like this, which is one of our policing counterparts. It's a really simple device, but has all the security and the quality that you would expect from any of our cameras. I've actually had some of my retailers look at it and tell me that's the device that they want because that sits well on their uniform. They feel it conveys the right image that they want to convey with their customers. There's an understanding that if there's unacceptable behaviour, it'll be recorded, but they're not trying to be sort of an aggressive police stance when they're putting it on a customer service assistant or a duty manager or a nurse for that matter. So we launched Kala in 2018. We actually launched it within the NHS space and delivered 2 white papers in that space to actually prove the benefits of putting a safety camera out into the world. So typically body worn video was all about creating better evidence, and it's still very, very important to create and sort of to deliver better evidence should you need it. But one of the biggest requirements, especially in the safety space, is the deterrent factor. If we can stop incidents from happening, then the people wearing the camera are much safer, the people in front of the camera who might be aggressive, but also the people around that space as well. We're creating a safer environment for everybody. The retail projects that I've done, we've seen a significant reduction in the number of incidents against staff in store. I've actually had some projects that have come back and we've had no incidents. I can't say that that would happen forever, but a considerable difference has been made by introducing the Kala body camera into store. What we find as well is that thieves will no longer target these areas because they know there's a stronger chance that they could get captured on video, and there will be larger consequences for them. But we also find that colleagues feel much more confident when they're wearing a colour body camera. They feel more in control of the situation. Some people say to me, it's like you've got like a third party sitting with you, especially in some sort of a second partner, especially in some sort of lone worker scenarios. They feel like they've got a little bit of backup that will support them, but not only them, but the decisions that they are actually making. They come into a situation where complaints are made. They've got something that will actually back up what they did and why they made the decisions that they made. And it's one of the reasons that we have a front-facing screen on all of our Reveal products, is the deterrent factor. Our desired outcome would be that there are no incidents at all. It's absolutely important to capture evidence should incidents happen, but if we can de-escalate those incidents from happening, reduce the severity or reduce them completely, then that is the main outcome. And having the front-facing screen allows the person in front of you to actually see what they look like. It's really, really obvious as to what you're doing. We've always said that body-worn video is overt surveillance, and it should be overt in that matter. We're not trying to hide anything. It's really clear what's happening, and you can clearly see when a camera is on and when it's off, because the screen will be on when the camera is recording. So there's no misunderstanding the situation if the camera is on or the camera is off. And we've found that having a camera with a screen has a larger deterrent effect than a camera without. So just us as an organisation, what makes us, what makes us the best choice? I'm very aware that now, especially in my 11 years, there are so many body-worn camera manufacturers out on the market. So why us? Why choose us? Initially, we've got the history. So we've been involved in the industry for 14 years. The police ran a national pilot in 2006, and we provided the back office software at that time for that pilot. We were a software house at the time. We didn't make hardware. And literally from the end of that pilot, that's when we started manufacturing hardware. So we're the most trusted supplier within the UK of our police forces. We've got more police customers than any other manufacturer, and exactly the same within the NHS. The NHS is relatively new, but we have the market share within the NHS. And something we're now doing is focusing our attention, now we've got our safety device, on other areas such as retail, like say the education space. And globally, we've got some significant contracts, so we're well respected around the globe as well. We've got the most experience, so having been in the industry for a long time, we also, we talk about the retail customers. We've sold in excess of 100,000 cameras globally across all of our generations, and the majority of our policing customers are long-standing customers. I always say when I start working with a customer that we go on a journey, because body-worn video is constantly evolving. I'm not sure if it will ever stop evolving. I think it will slow down in time, but the introduction of body-worn video to an organisation is a journey, because there's so much to learn. It's about a technical product, but it's also about change and dealing with change management and that process too. So we take you on that journey, and we're with you on that journey. We don't just sell cameras to you and sell cameras and deliver them and that's it. We help you plan the deployment, how you want to roll them out, what you're trying to achieve for it, how you can best achieve that, how to have specific people mentoring and managing, just so you get the right adoption of body-worn video that you want, because it's all well and good to buy the cameras, but we need to get people using them, and that's human behaviour, and people have really got to want to do that. So an area that I'm massively passionate about is getting projects to work for my customers. We also have the full technical resource. Our practical experience goes back so many years. Obviously we have the experience of deploying projects, but me, for example, I've been involved with the Information Commission's Office, discussing policy and processes with them to make sure that we're all aligned, and we don't specifically advise on policy, but I need to make sure, one, that the products that we offer do everything that they need to in terms of legalities and governance, and anything that I do works well with your project and will keep you in line with what you should be doing in your project. So it's important for me and my team to be very knowledgeable about those kinds of things to support you and make your journey easier. And obviously our support teams as well. It's all in-house, it's all under our control, that we have the resource to either send on site for you, remote, whatever it is you need to get your project up and running. And lastly, it's more around our manufacturing. We have complete control over how we make or how we design, how we make, how we quality control our cameras and our software. So those are all done by the actual manufacturing itself, which we outsource. All of those processes are managed and owned by us. We own the design, as much as even down to our firmware, the actual firmware on the camera itself we own. So in terms of our ability to adapt, to develop things that we know our customers need, we have the ability to do that and to make changes. They do sometimes run in development cycles, but we can make them and we can work with you to make sure that we have the solutions that you need when you buy the products from us, but also that we develop the future products in line with what our customers' requirements are, rather than what can actually be made for us. And that is who we are, really, in a nutshell. There's a huge amount of passion in the business for what we do. We're dedicated to body-worn video. It's all that we know, but we know it inside out and back to front. And we've got more customers, more cameras out in the world than anyone else. And yeah, really looking forward to doing more business within the retail space. We've already got some significant customers on board. So I moved into it in the last 6 months, but would really love to talk to you about your body-worn video projects, be it even if it's an ambition at this stage and something you're considering and you need more information to sell it in-house, or if you are sort of ready to push the button on a pilot project, and we could start working on that with you. So please do get in touch. Many thanks. Bye-bye.